Okay, so picture this. You're lying in bed, you just can't fall asleep. You're tossing, you're turning, you're sweating, you're aching, you're sad, whatever it is, you just can't figure out what it is that you need to help ease you into a good night of rest. Sometimes a particular breathing technique could be just the ticket to get you soothed off into your sweet dreams. And we're gonna talk about a few of those today. Hey y'all, I'm Jordan here from Mattress Nerd, and today I'm gonna go over a few of my favorite breathing techniques to help me fall asleep faster. I'm gonna go over a few different techniques and take you through the process step by step. So get ready to breathe yourself back to sleep. Okay, so the first one that we're gonna try is called belly breathing. And there are other names for it as well, but I'm gonna explain what's going on there. And if you didn't already know this, which is more common knowledge now, when we are stressed or when we're just going throughout our busy lives, a lot of the time we take short, stifled breaths that are going to be breaths coming from our chest and our neck, utilizing little muscles there instead of full belly breaths and instead of nasal breathing. So we're gonna walk through this particular breath style together. So with belly breaths, there's a lot of emphasis on your diaphragm. I'm gonna talk about what that is and where it is. So it's just below your lungs, right about here, I think, in my body, if I'm finding it correctly. If you could cut me open, imagine my lungs protected by my ribs and then my diaphragm that kind of sits like a tiny little rainbow arc right below those. And so we'll start off by sitting or lying down, whatever makes you the most comfortable. You're gonna put one hand on your chest, perhaps your heart, and then one down on your stomach, right above your belly button. So with one hand on your belly, take a deep breath in through your nose and notice your belly rise to meet your hand. And then exhale, notice your belly deflate and your hand gently drop back down. So what's happening here with our breath is as we inhale, obviously our lungs expand, and that's gonna cause our diaphragm to uncoil like this. So you can kind of imagine it goes down, which presses down on our internal organs, which then makes our belly expand because our internal organs are pressing down. So if you imagine a belly breath, don't think of it like we're breathing quite literally into our belly, but take yourself internally into your body. And again, imagine what's happening inside your body. And I like to do this when I'm doing a belly breath to quite literally picture what's happening inside. So we inhale, lungs expand, diaphragm expands, internal organs push down, belly rises. Same thing as we exhale, belly deflates, diaphragm recoils, lungs deflate as well. And we continue that process consciously. And I always submit, if you're new to conscious breathing, give this particular breath about 10 rounds and then see how you feel. If it feels good to do a little bit more, go for 20 rounds. And then come back to your natural rhythm of breathing, ideally in and out through your nose, and see how you feel. Maybe you'll feel a little bit more relaxed already. And here's a fun fact about me that some of you all might not know. I'm also a yoga teacher and I've been teaching yoga for 7 years. So there's a lot of different breathing techniques that I personally utilize and I love to share with my students. And one of those is also Brahmari pranayama breathing. So pranayama is life force energy, your breath that moves inside of you, that also helps you propel either through a practice or through your daily life. And Brahmari breath is gonna be an inhale and exhale to hum. The humming is gonna help to stimulate your vagus nerve and help to downregulate your nervous system. So really beautiful breath simply by humming. We can calm ourselves down either before a meeting, before any particular type of confrontation, when you're in traffic, if you're getting really heated in traffic, and before you scream at somebody, you might want to try humming first. So I'll show you how that one's done as well. Okay, so to start your Brahmari breath, a good option is to find a nice comfortable seated position. And again, if you find yourself in your car or maybe at a friend's house or having a mentee be in a bathroom somewhere publicly, you can do this wherever you're at. Just find yourself in a comfortable position. There's an option to cover your eyes to block out any type of light or to cover your ears if you feel comfortable doing so. Otherwise, you can find your hands gently resting in your lap, maybe one hand to heart, one hand to belly, so you can feel the vibration inside your body. Then you'll take an inhale through your nose and then an exhale to hum like so. I feel so calm already. I could fall right to sleep right where I'm at. And with any of these breaths, including the ones that I'm going to move into next, you can do them as many times as you want, or you have the time allotted to do so. So if you find that it feels really good, for instance, to hum, and it's really starting to calm you down, if you need 5 to 10 more hums, by all means, please do so. Also notice as we start to consciously breathe, there is a chance that our brain is going to be stimulated by this oxygen, so much so that if it's the first time in a while that you've been consciously breathing, it may feel a little overwhelming. Your head may feel a little buzzy. If you get to the point of being dizzy, it's okay. Know that you're going to be fine. Just reacclimate to your normal cadence of breath, and then see if maybe that's something you can build up to over time. Okay, so the next breathing exercise that we're gonna go through is called box breathing. So it's quite literally like imagining a box. So when you close your eyes, or you can have a soft, gentle gaze, whatever feels most comfortable for you, you'll inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and continue that breath cycle. And then if it feels good and you have enough lung capacity, if you wanna start to build that up, maybe 6 counts in, 6 count hold, 6 count out, and 8, and so on, by all means do so. Increasing your lung capacity is going to increase a lot of things, especially if you're an athlete. It's going to help you have more endurance over time. So we'll start with the 4 now. Again, I'll show you what it's like, and then you can practice it on your own. Find a nice comfortable position wherever you're at. And take a big inhale through your nose for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. And you'll continue with those breath cycles. I always like to offer an option for an exhale through your nose or exhale through your mouth. Typically, that'll depend on what I'm teaching in a class. I always like to encourage people to inhale and exhale through their nose, as this is our body's natural rhythm. This helps both cleanse our nose, our nostrils. It helps cleanse the bacteria from our mouth as well. When we exhale and inhale through our mouth a lot, that builds a lot of bacteria in our mouth, which then goes down to our gut. And this off gas is a lot of CO2, so it helps, rather it reduces oxygen from getting to our muscles and to our brain. So unless you have a particular purpose for an open mouth exhale, like releasing energy, releasing heat, play around with inhales and exhales through nose for this box breath. Again, 4 counts in, 4 count hold, 4 counts out. Okay, and the last one I'm gonna show you is called a Nodi Shodhana breath, or alternate nostril breathing. This is one of my favorite breaths if I'm gonna be practicing a lot of balancing throughout class, because it helps to balance the right and left hemisphere of the brain. And it is accompanied by a mudra. So you're gonna plug one of your nostrils. I usually start with my dominant side, so right-handed, but if you're left-handed, you can start with the other side. Plug one of your nostrils with your thumb. I put my pointer and my middle finger up on my forehead, and then I plug my other nostril with my ring finger. You can also plug it with your pinky finger. There are different ways of doing this and different hand gestures that you can use with it, but this is the most comfortable for my particular dexterity. So you'll breathe in. You can do for a count of 4, a count of 6, or until you're full through one nostril. Again, 2 fingers up here to support. You can also put it on your third eye. I plug my right nostril, full breaths in through my left. Plug both nostrils, hold. Plug my left nostril, unplug my right nostril, exhale through the right nostril. Now you breathe in through your unplugged nostril. Plug both. Release alternate nostril and exhale. Now we inhale through the open nostril. Plug both. Unplug opposite and exhale. And then you would inhale through that open nostril and continue that cycle. Again, I always like to do at least 10 rounds of breath when I am preparing a class or when I'm teaching a class, these particular breath cycles. You can go for as many or as few as you want. I would submit for this one, do at least 5 rounds, making yourself even. Are you feeling more relaxed? I certainly hope so. For more information like this, visit mattressnerd.com. Until next time, sleep well.